I'm gonna say a lot, because I grew up, watching music videos almost every day on the TV. Because if I couldn't watch cartoons, that's what I'm watching. I'm listening and watching music videos, especially videos like Jay-Z, Eminem. I could even say some UK artists to a certain extent, like N-Dubs, especially Dappy's videos. They appeal to me a lot. Kanye West, definitely Kanye West. I think my favorite video of his was the workout one, and I was just thinking like, this is so different from what everyone else is doing. You just like set a different path for artists to be themselves, just put ideas that you want out there. So I'd say Kanye West. I think it's different for every artist, because for me, you know, I create a story first, and when the lyrics come out, then I think of the video afterwards. So I think it's really different for everyone. I know some people who, they have a music video idea in their head first, and then think, okay, I'm gonna do this, and then let me make a song afterwards. An example I could make that I saw online personally was Jay Huss had an idea for the Did You See video first, then he made the track. So I was like, that's a different process. So yeah, it's different for everyone really. A lot. I think social media changed the whole game, especially with just putting yourself out there. I think one of the major changes, well, the start of it realistically was, YouTube videos, doing covers from there. Seeing Justin Bieber getting picked up, and then you could say the next generation was Vine, and then now it's Instagram. People were getting picked up everywhere, and I think it's so important, because you just never know how many good artists are out there, and especially like in different cities and part of the world that you wouldn't expect them to come from. And I think that part of the industry was needed, because it's just flipped the whole industry on its head, especially with like streaming now as well. It's just like completely changing it. It's part of the brand. I think it's part of the image you have to portray. There's so many like artists who haven't necessarily made it, who've made very, very good tracks, but their production value for the videos has been poor, so it just hasn't really supported them. And I think in order to, be successful, you need to have both. Like have a great production value, great song as well, and it just pushes out your image, your brand, and it appeals to A&Rs and all the people that you really need to be speaking to in the industry. So I think that's important. Helped a lot, because it's made you branch out to different places. Because Spotify have this page called Spotify for Artists, so you can see how well you've done at the end of the year, and you can just see how far your music has reached. You wouldn't even think that maybe 10, 15 years ago, like my music has reached out to Bulgaria, and I was thinking that's pretty insane. I was like, Bulgaria, US, Portugal. I was thinking like, this is a bit crazy that music can spread this far. Normally you just go off what like your A&R or your production team are telling you how far it's gone, but when you can see it for yourself, you're thinking, okay, now I can market my music this way, that way. And I know there's so many things on YouTube where you can promote your video in certain countries to gain certain views, and I think it's incredible, personally. So I think it's to a certain extent, I think social media is just killing the game. It's running the music. Oh, at the moment it's a lot of flexing and a lot of stunting. Just showing off what we got or bragging about what we have. But as an artist, as I grow more and more, it's something that I'm trying to change, and I'm really trying to touch into like deeper subjects that mean a lot to me, instead of all this stunting and flexing about what I've got. I don't, as I'm growing up, I don't think it's necessary to do so. And yeah, it doesn't appeal to me anymore. So I'm gonna be doing stuff that appeals to me more often. Yeah. Depends on the song, really. I think a song that we've got coming out called Novels, it was originally gonna have, no structure whatsoever. But now I thought about it with my team, shout out to PCAS, my guy. And he said we need to have a narrative structure about it because this is just telling a story. Like I don't think you realize you're telling a story, and I think most songs that have stories need a narrative structure with a music video, because then it becomes deeper. Another good song, for example, is 21 Savage's new video. A lot, great video, great song, has deeper meaning behind it, and probably if you released that maybe 3-4 years ago, it wouldn't be like that. So I think it does depend on the song. If you're telling a story, I think you need to have a narrative. If you're not, maybe do whatever you feel best, in my opinion. To promote, first and foremost, you'd have to create like a lot of snippets, drop a few snippets here and there, send it to people to share, send it to outlets like, especially the UK ones like GRM, Link Up, JDZ as well. Send it to those people because they have the big appeal in the UK, and I think that's what most artists are trying to do nowadays. So I think it's important to do that. Especially on social media, I think I'd pay to promote it on Instagram a lot because especially on mine, scrolling through, I see a lot of people sharing this. And I'm thinking, oh, this is actually not a bad song. Like, this is actually a good song. So and I'd love to do the same and have other people think the same of mine. So. Okay. Do I prefer to work with someone more established or someone who likes making videos? Depends on your passion. If you're really passionate about it, then I think it kind of like outweighs more, if that makes sense. If you're passionate about it, you could have much more better intentions than someone who's just established, because they could just be there because they're just making money. If you believe in a project, if you believe in what you're actually doing, then I think, I'd rather work with you than just work with someone established, because you're not, you don't really care as much as I do as an artist. And I think as an artist, I need someone who's on the same level as me, this is the goal, as passionate as me about it, and making sure just everything's correct, not just, I'm not just here for a check, if that makes sense. So yeah, I need that passion, you feel me? I wouldn't say they're dying. I wouldn't say like YouTube's dying. I wouldn't say that because people are still racking up like hella million views in like a day, like Ariana and stuff. But that's actually a tough one. But then again, Spotify and Apple Music do put music videos on their pages and apps. So I think it's just a new way to appeal to people because it's quicker. If you want to listen to music, you can like watch it as well. I don't know. That's actually a very hard question. That's a very hard question. I know a lot of songs as well that blow off because of a music video. The song could be out for like months and months and months, but then a music video comes out and then it blows. So I think, like you've asked, I think it just depends on how you market it and where you put it. And all it takes is just for possibly that one person, that correct person to see it, and then it could blow up like that. So, yeah. A lot of people share their music videos on meme pages.
Yeah.
Because meme pages have like millions or like 100,000s of followers. So a lot of people see them through that way. So maybe to a certain extent, YouTube is dying, I can say. because everything is on Instagram. Instagram's the most used app. Instagram's the most used app in the world. So, thank you.